Hey, 2D Last Line, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much. Hey, Galactic Potato, how are you? Hey, Alamio, how are you? Hey, everyone. How are you all doing? And don't even know if I still know how to stream. It has been such a long time. It has been such a long time. Let me close the window quick. How is life going, folks? What is up? What did I miss? What did I miss? Anything new? Yeah, I'm also happy to be back in the streaming cave. Yeah, weekend is good. I'm good. I'm fully relaxed. Had a super good vacation. Hey Lord UV, how are you? Welcome to stream. I missed the sunny days in Berlin. That's okay. I had 40 degrees in Thailand. Tuning in while working. I guess watching someone draw will remove my itch to draw and get distracted from work. What are you working? Thailand was great. Thailand was really, really great. It took me a few days, to be honest, to kind of like, how can I say that? To relax, because I haven't had a proper vacation for 2 years. So it took like 4 or 5 days to really accumulate myself. But then it was just eating, sleeping, sun bathing, yeah, just enjoying life. You're doing drafting for landscape architecture. Okay, that sounds interesting. I always like landscape architecture. Oh, I forgot to make an Insta story. Well, repeat. So, what have you all done in the past 2 weeks? Tell me. What's new? What's fresh? Learning the hard way that making a cute website is hard. How did you do yours? It took me 6 months to make my website. So yeah, and also the good thing is I studied industrial design. Yo Pablo, was geht? I studied industrial design, and I also had to do stuff like websites when I studied design. So yeah, and also I utilized a friend of mine, Paul. He's amazing. He's the best, and he helped me also. And he did a lot of work also for the website. So because I had to run my business at the same time. But yeah, making a website is it's not fun. I understand. Pablo, was geht bei dir? But again, yeah, it took me 6 months to make the website. But the good thing is, like, I was doing mentorship already for, I think, 2 years or 3 years before I built the website. So I exactly knew what I wanted to have on my website. It was kind of like a problem solving, you know? So bam 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 bam. Streaming life done. Let's go. Du hast das 2007 Sketchbook gekauft. Sehr gut. Gute Investition. In my opinion. Hast du gut ausgesucht. Das steht auch noch auf meiner Liste. Das ist das rote, ne? Das kleine. Yeah, what's your website about? What is it? What's the purpose of it? Okay, so for today's stream, I have no plan. There's no plan today. I just wanted to jump back into I was doing sketchbook drawings all day in Thailand when I was traveling. Let me zoom out. So I can share some of it. Let me go back. Where did it start? I think here. So yeah, I was basically this is the only sketchbook I had with me in the vacation, and I would just try to doodle whenever I could. Plain doodle, just random people, little stories. There was actually a place that I visit. Let me zoom out even more. Actual place that I visit. And I feel like this is it's really cool to do this because you have like a really nice how you say memory of the place you're visiting. So that was in Chinatown in Bangkok, and sometimes like I draw on a spot, sometimes I take photos and I draw the rest later, but I'm also relatively like I'm still trying to get a hang of it, you know, like there's a lot of crooked stuff in this. But sometimes also really funny stuff. I saw somebody who had "fried as fuck" on his back written, so I really had to put that into a drawing. That was very funny. Yeah, all this security guard on his phone. It was like 40 degrees. He was standing outside. Yeah, and just like people in the morning and like doodles. We had to do laundry. People on the beach. That was also very funny. There was also a conversation, like there are two friends and one was like, "Hey, where's Jeff?" And there was this guy, like he was in the water and it looked like he took a shit. So that was very funny. Yeah, but yeah, and then just drawing people. I really understood that I have a strong desire and there's a big connection to drawing. And yeah, it's kind of like it kind of like keeps me alive, I would say. And by the way, I had a really funny. Hey, Sweet Cider, how are you? Hey, Monk Douglas, what's up? Yeah, so that was very funny. I was in Beijing airport, and I wanted to order double espresso with milk because I didn't want it to just. Like I wanted to like how you say soften the espresso a bit, and I asked for hot milk, and then he said like almond milk, and I said no, normal milk, hot normal milk. He said oat milk, no, normal milk, and he said no milk. I said yes, no milk. And I just drank the espresso. So yeah, I don't know, like. I guess that's kind of like the great thing about having a sketchbook, and then yeah, it's already here. So it was really fun, and I can definitely recommend if whenever you go travel, take a sketchbook with you. Yeah, like it's also like it's a practice thing in terms of like what and how to capture. Wait, I have to focus the camera again. But yeah, it's it's definitely funny. It's definitely funny. Definitely funny. Day one of trying to get subscribers from YouTube comments. Okay. Is that your social challenge or what? Yeah, I mean, you don't even need to search. You just have to listen, right? You just have to listen to people, what they talk, like there's like sometimes you catch the weirdest conversations. Do you know Tokyo Hotel? Yes, I know Tokyo Hotel. I do. So what did I miss, folks? Anything special? Anyone get married? Found a chest of gold? Anything? Oh, it's blurry. You joined the Discord. Yes, I saw that. I'm also seeing you posting on Discord. That's nice, Pablo. Do more. Motivate the others. Last night I was laying in my bed watching YouTube videos. I saw fuzzy things getting in my vision. Thought maybe it was loose hair from my forehead, but then I moved it and was a spider from the ceiling. Hey, slumbering giant, how are you doing? Yes, there's a Discord. Of course, there's a Discord. Feel free to join. Are you the basement wizard? Feel free to join. Let me. Why is this page so dirty? That's better. Muss los. Okay, hau rein. Danke, dass du da warst. Mach's gut. Bis bald. Chat is moving too fast. I barely can read it. A miraculous fairy with bad aim. As I continue to learn drawing, finished a lesson from Drawbox about drawing insects and had plenty of fun. Do you know Drawbox? Heard of it. Sorry, what event are you talking about? Hey HDMZ, what's up? How are you? How are you doing? Long time no see. How's life going? What is HDMZ actually standing for? Never ask you. Is this thing focusing? Yeah. You put prints and stickers in it? Yeah, then focus on the shop. Then make the shop the most important thing. Why is it not focusing? That's weird. Ah, no. Guess that's enough then. Wow, chat is moving so fast. No one knows. Okay. Hey Janusz, keep talking about Thailand while I vacuum the floor. Thailand was great. Was really nice. Okay, Slumbering Giant, do that. Okay. Just let me know if there's any question. So I can draw on that time. Because I haven't done any drawing today. So I can feel that right now. Feel a bit rusty and shaky. But I probably just need like 2 or 3 drawings to get into the groove. I mean, I don't count my teaching time as drawing. Hey, Skeptor Wolf, thank you. Chat is moving so fast. Says you want to get better at drawing, teach drawing. Do you find this be true? Someone said if you want to get better at drawing, teach drawing. Do you find that to be true? Well, so the thing is, if you consider the time that goes away when you teach, I would say no, because you get better in drawing when you draw. And when you draw with purpose, you know. So, and just continuation. But the true factor of it is obviously that when you have to break down your process to somebody or your own process, you have to question your process. That means that you have to really think about, hey, how do I do this? Like, how do I tackle this? How do I approach this? And what is actually the thing that I'm thinking about when I'm doing this? So, yes, there is something true. I learned a lot about the things I knew and also the things I thought I knew when I started teaching. Also, it made me to go a bit deeper in certain areas, like stuff like color theory, for example. Like, how do I explain somebody who has no clue of design or color theory that specific topic? So it is true that it makes you questioning the things you know, but I think in order to get really good at drawing, I don't know if it's kind of like the thing. I also believe that not everyone should teach, because some people are, and I'm just speaking from my experience as a student, some people are not meant to be teachers. Even though they are good artists, but they don't have good people skills. And nobody should let them teach. Is that a dip pen or a cartridge pen? Cartridge pen. Had bad teachers before? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, teachers who basically couldn't really explain or would let you do certain things which didn't make any sense. And also the things like they would explain things in a theory, but they couldn't really show it, you know. I'm thinking about my design college, for example. Like, they were great people and they had like some expertise in areas, but when we asked them to show us how to design on paper, they made us do like weird exercises which didn't really make any sense. But also I'm thinking a little bit about my school time. Like, whenever I questioned as a school kid, like, why do we have to learn certain things? Like, my teachers would never go in an open conversation with me, you know, as you should. More like that's what we have to do. So, yeah, things like this. Hey cats, welcome. How are you? Oh, sorry, I missed so much stuff. How hard is it to control the fountain pen? I've never tried it. It's actually pretty easy. It's If you can control a micron pen, you can control a fountain pen, in my opinion. And it's also easier than a dip pen because you don't have to dip. Hey, crying onions, how are you? Thank you so much, appreciate it. Yes, no, not needed. Yeah, I think that teaching is great if you like to teach. Also, to be fair, when I started teaching, I think the first time I taught was in college when I was studying, and I taught my co-students Photoshop because I was the only person trying to get into concept art, and I was using Photoshop every day like it was the holy grail, and I was giving Photoshop classes. And I really liked that. I really enjoyed making these Photoshop classes for them. So that's also why I enjoy teaching. I also taught bigger classes with 30 students, doing environment design classes, character design classes. Then YouTube, of course, which is always a bit decentralized, but still, it's still teaching, right? And then I started with one-on-one teaching in 2019, 18? I don't remember probably. But there's the whole mentorship started there. YouTube is the reason. I've been fascinated by brush pens and I'm terrible with it, but still having fun. Yeah, in order to when it comes to brush pens, the thing is that I would recommend you to first draw with an ink pen, because you have to get used to draw with ink directly. That is a big mistake a lot of people doing. They go into brush pens, but if they draw without any pencil drawing, so they draw brush pen directly, it's extremely hard. So I would recommend you to do that first and then try the brush pen. And also consider that a brush pen is a brush. So you have to use your pinky finger, because if you dip a little bit too much, it's end game. If anyone has questions, any art-related questions or whatever, like, don't be afraid to ask. Don't hesitate. Don't be shy. Just ask. Also, if you have any problems with your own art, if you need anything, approach tip-wise, whatever, just ask. Do you usually draw people, or are you fond of objects, scenery? Everything. I draw everything. I love people. Peoples are like probably the most favorite subject of mine. I guess that's the reason why I draw like people every day, like in the train when I'm going to the studio or going home. Like, I think people is the thing that fascinates me the most in general. How about you? Thank you, Marley. I can't read it here. I think it's Marley. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. My secret strategy is that it's so calm that people fall asleep and they leave the stream open and they stay in, you know? Also, it needs to be calm, because if I get nervous, I can't draw. Oh well, I want to be relaxed the most, I guess. Oh, I just had an epiphany. I think I can actually... Wait, can I actually... Yes! Oh my god. I can brighten this up. I completely forgot about this. Sweet Jesus. Nice. Because last time I was thinking like, hey, why is my paper always so dark? Because here it's super bright. But I just have to put the exposure up of the camera. Janosch does the opposite of me, so I can't ask him for help. You're special anyways. How much trial and error do you need to figure out what you enjoy drawing when starting out? I'm struggling with figure out and why. I end up doing random stuff, but I love the process. Well, I think it has to do with maturity, first of all. So don't think too much about what you like drawing. Just follow your gut and draw what you seem to enjoy in that moment. Don't question it too much, because I think problem is like if you go too down in the rabbit hole of the inner artist dialogue, you are wasting your time, you know? So it's good to have self-reflection from time to time and ask yourself like, hey, what am I interested in subject-wise? But I think the things you are interested in, you automatically draw them a lot, you know? So sometimes there is no dialogue needed. Just draw. But I also want to say that in the beginning, when I started with my art journey, I wasn't aware of these type of things, because I started my art journey with the purpose of becoming a professional artist to have a job. And this whole like drawing all day and every day, like that came way later actually, while I was already working in a studio. So for me, like my art journey started out of a practical approach of enjoying this, but also like doing this as a job. And it's still the best job in the world, like concept artist in a studio, or illustrator in a studio or something, or even freelancer. You can work from all over the world. You paint cool shit and people will pay you money for it. So best job in the world, if you ask me. Would do it again and again if I would have to. That's what the doctors told my mom. You're welcome. The proportions of your art is very impressive, especially considering the fact that you draw with pen. How do you visualize the head in different angles? First of all, it's practice. Practice every day, like trying to draw heads out of your head every day. And observing. Like, I think if you observe a lot, you observe and then also try to bring it down to the paper. Like kind of like documenting. You have to see like it's like visual diary, so to speak. Yeah, and then trying it again and again. And also in general, like I don't want to pull out the box here again, right? I know people are bored and tired of this stuff, but yeah, utilizing cross methods or like if like I don't know if you're interested in learning this, but I have a little course. It's like I think $49 or something. And it's kind of like a class about how to orient on paper. So basically how to draw, like it's a perspective class basically. It's called 14 Days to Better Volume. And there's you how to learn to better orient on paper, you know, while drawing. If you ever try to draw a box and utilize a box or something, like some people have problems with this. So this is what helped me, you know. I'm thinking in a cross method. And I explained that in there. Thank you, Grr 0312. Folks, 1 second. I really need to pee. I'm sorry. Be right back. Give me 2 minutes, okay? Please, chat, hold the line for me. 2 minutes. Be right back. Toilet. Ooh, let me draw a toilet. Whoop. I'm back in a second. Please draw UI Bloodlust Daniel on near Death Gun Park. I don't even know what that is. Is that from an anime or manga or what is that? It's a manhwa? Ah, okay. Do you paint? I do paint. So if you would ask me, I paint the best digital, but I don't paint digital these days, only in my teaching sessions. I paint traditional tatsächlich. Sorry, just switching to German. I paint traditional and watercolor right now, but still not got full the hang of it. But most of the time, to be honest, I'm just down in ink. Okay, let me take a look at this. Yeah, color theory is overrated. Values are more important. IMO. You want a challenge? Not really. Why? What's the challenge? How about you get challenge? Jake, don't draw. These people and these names, like, they're so creative. You know, I try to don't watch too many YouTube videos because it stresses me out. Like, whenever I see a good YouTube video, I feel like, oh, I have to make also a YouTube video. Because I probably could do way more videos these days. But I would like to spend more time on drawing. Oh, the thing is like, I want to watch the Steel Ball season, but I have to catch up with all the other JoJo stuff, and it's so exhausting for me because it's so over the top to watch. I don't know if I'm just old, but it's so ADHD sometimes. Like I just can't follow. 1 second. Yo, Bro, ich bin gerade am Stream. Nach 8 irgendwann. Ja, also ich streame jetzt ungefähr eine Stunde und dann... Also ich streame seit einer Stunde und werde safe noch eine Stunde streamen. Warte kurz. ...22.05. Ach ja, genau, ja, hatte ich mir schon geblockt. Ist mir doch leider. Ja, klar, mach doch. Kuss auf die Nuss, bis dann, tschüss. Sorry, folks. One of my best friends. When he's calling, I have to take the phone. Could be an emergency, right? Have you ever drawn with a pencil just to see how you draw when erasures are convenient? How do I say this word? Erasures? Erasures? Yes, I drew a pencil. I think I just posted a one pager I did yesterday for fun. This one here, and I drew that with pencil first. Sorry, I can't zoom out, but I think you probably see some pencil below. So, but I don't know if I have like a pure pencil piece in here. But yeah, I draw pencil. I do. Bro, why people start calling me now? Ich ruf dich zurück. Streame grad. Okay. Extremely detailed, how do you draw that? I posted a process short of it. Yeah, it was a comic one pager. I like recently I'm really into comics. I'm really considering like doing like I don't want to say it because then it's manifesting. Let's say right now I'm looking at a lot of comics. I'm looking at a lot of older stuff. I really enjoy it. From time to time I do one pagers because it's good practice. It's also good to learn, by the way, for anyone who wants to get into comics. Doing a one page story is really good because you have to make a begin, a middle and end on one page. And you try to do it with less words as possible. So for anyone who wants to do that, absolutely recommend it. And yeah, like it was like spontaneous. But right now I don't wanna yeah, it's like it's my inner dialogue right now. Like I wanna follow, but I don't wanna say something that I can't take back, you know? It's dangerous, stuff like this. It's dangerous. I started coloring comics by accident and here I am. Yeah, I know. How's that going, by the way? Still in business? Oh, I completely forgot that you guys are here. Do you believe in color theory? Basics, yes. I do believe in basic color theory. But I also think that that's the same with Loomis method. Like it's a good starting point, you know, but that's not the end of things. When you draw, do you usually have the idea constructed in your mind, or is it improv? Does it come as you draw? Depends on what I'm drawing. If I have a concrete idea, then I have it kind of like visually in my head already. But it also depends, like, how serious do I draw? Do I use a reference to inform the things I want to draw because I'm unsure? Or do I draw what I see? For example, like if I draw something on the street or in the train or something, or do I draw something completely from my imagination? Like it absolutely depends on what it is. I try to work on my visualization skill a lot. But I don't know, like I can maybe visualize like 30% or 40%. Depends on how much experience I have with this subject, I would say. I don't tell anyone. No worries. No worries, I don't tell anyone. I always forget that this pen dries. Come on. Wood coming, conal lobe. Bye bye. Murat, guckst du etwa zu, du kleiner Pranker? Guck auf dem Klo, Alter. Ich will nicht wissen, was du auf dem Klo machst, Keule. Pass auf, das ist nicht gut für deine Prostata, wenn du zu lange da sitzt. Just saying. Just speaking as a friend. Okay. How much do you draw? Nicht frech werden, Pencil Wall, sagt er. Selber Pencil Boy. You have to draw more, like, and that isn't a problem. Pencilboy nennt er mich. Meine Güte. Ich hab's doch nur gut gemeint mit der Prostata. Ist wirklich so. Ich denke mir das nicht aus. I don't know how to explain, but I mean when the character is facing backwards, but you can kind of see their facial structure from the side, like fully facing backwards. Yeah, that is really tricky. I think a good indication is always the ear. You know, like where are all my Stedler pens? Jesus. Nothing here to explain. 0.4 it is then. Yeah, so whenever you draw this like back view or side view, The important part is that first where the eye is sitting, then also how much do we see from the nose from this side here? Then the overlaps here. This is really important, this area. Can I zoom in more? Yeah. And then also here the other overlap for the chin. And you give enough space for this here, considering that the neck isn't straight. And then also, like, how much do we see from the ear? Right, because the more it turns away, the more we see of the backside ear. That's always the trickiest part, in my opinion. Because we see more of the inside of that ear. Yeah, and the rest is just like, I don't know, when you want to give hair or something. Like, the hair is easy. Just keep in mind that the head is more oval than everything, right? Because the problem is that a lot of people use Loomis method. They have this kind of like, everything is a circle, right? But the moment the head is turning away from the front view, it becomes oval. And that is the weak spot of the Loomis method. Okay, hope that explains that a bit. Is that the right one? Which was the dry one? This one. Hey, motherfucker. You kidding me now? It's not the dry one. Why is it not dry anymore? I'm gonna put it down. Okay, anyways. I saw your message. I'll respond to it in a second. Just quickly draw in the texture here. Thanks for drawing. I appreciate a lot engaging your... How do you say? You're welcome. Any tips on eyebrow placement? I always seem to just have the hover randomly, even though the eyes are. But when drawing from angles, they seem to look off. Very simple. Eyebrows is probably the most logical thing. It's on the edge of this border here. The function of the eyebrow is to prevent sweat dripping into our eyes. So that's why they're kind of like on this what's the English word for it? Yeah, it's on the edge, you know, on the edge of the eye socket, so to speak. So when you draw eyes, it's important that you don't think in terms of stickers. You know, don't think in a symbol. Think as there's a hole and there's a sphere inside, which is the eyeball. And the beginning of that hole, sits the eyebrow. And then make sure it follows the head, follows everything around. uh, 04. Is that too big? No. Should work. Still looking for my 03 Stella pen. It's probably in my jacket. Ah, there you go. I don't know, Nat. Probably is the intention inside of you that needs to come out. How do you draw the underside of the nose when a character is slightly looking up? I have trouble, a lot of nostrils because they look like weird beans. That's also pretty simple. So what you need to wrap your head around is this here, like this, because the face is the features are following the face but not in a straight line, then a curve, and the nose is nothing else than this here, and the nostrils there are in here. So first learn to draw this in all the angles that are possible. Just draw this here again and again and again until you are feeling like you're very, very comfortable in drawing this. And then the next point is finding the middle, and then just considering and observing like how much do I see from the nostrils in certain positions, because it's obviously just holes and they are just like changing. So the more I see them from below, the bigger they get, right? Very logical. So if I see them from the front, they can be like very flat. They can almost disappear if I see a nose from above. You know, like this, if I see a nose from above, they are disappearing. And if I see a nose from below, they get really big. Like this. And then there's always overlap. Keep the overlap in mind. Overlap, overlap, overlap. So that's why you have to learn this here. Okay? It's like your nerves, they fry? Okay. Leave Britney alone. That's the only thing I can say. No worries, no worries. That's why we have to stream, that you can ask questions. Hi Maddie, how are you? How's it going? Welcome to stream. What is going on? What's up? Hi there, my question is, do you have any problems with drawing old people, like all wrinkles, different proportions, dropping cheeks? No, I find it actually easier to draw old people. Because you don't have to be so exact. If you draw a young female head, somebody who has a very soft face, very even, very round, not a lot of stuff happening, not a lot of edges, you have to be very exact. What do you see yourself doing if you can no longer draw? Knock on the wood. Eh? What's that? I'm also knocking. I don't know. Doing other creative stuff, I guess. Beatbox. I go on the street, do beatbox. No, I don't know. Doing creative stuff, I guess. Creative work. I hope the time when I can't draw anymore is when I'm very old and time has come. How about you? I want to draw for the rest of my life. I also I will never stop doing art. I hope I can do it as long as possible, staying healthy as long as possible. That's the premise. I agree, it's easier to draw when it's strict about the beauty. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you caught it. Yeah. What's on your mind today, Maddie? How's life going? How is the life going? So by the way, if you wonder what I'm looking at the book of Sergio Toppi. Because I'm kind of into his shading style. And I'm kind of just flinching over there left and right just to see how we utilize this. And I would love to be better with doing stuff like this. So here and there, I'm looking over there. Hey Viggy Vodka, how do you respond when people doubt your work? Sorry, I have to read that again. How do you respond when people doubt the work you do on fundamentals? I'm currently working on my foundation, perspective and form, and others don't seem to understand the value of the work. You just don't give a shit. That simple. Like, why? Like, also, if you decide on that is the right thing for you right now, that is just your decision and you have to go your way. Like, it doesn't matter what other people think. Like, it's your decision. You go this way, nobody goes the way for you. So that is my opinion. I'm relatively black and white when it comes to that. Like, there is like, okay, I decide to do that, I'm doing that. And if it wasn't the right thing, I know after. You know, that's how we grow as people, through life experience. And just because another person made a different experience, it doesn't mean that you have to go the same way, you know? So that is my opinion. And by the way, perspective, foundation, form is always necessary, always good, you know? Always, always, always. It never gets old in a way. And that's also the reason, for example, like I just published a course on drawing a better perspective, even though there's so much material out there when it comes to perspective and drawing, because I think there's still, it's always an important topic, you know? My daily practice on my YouTube, so I'm open up critique, especially since really love working on foundations. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Document as good as possible. Also, a YouTube channel is extremely useful and powerful for any artist, because these days everything is about personalizing and personalize your brand. You know, selling yourself as an artist becomes more and more important. You know, so it's good that you do that. Yeah, I understand that when somebody who's important to you tells you stuff like this and you take it as a valuable opinion or insight, but still, you know, like sometimes you have to be thick-headed. And even so, like who gives a damn, you know, like it's your life. You decide of if you want to paint pink dogs all day, you know, like this is how also artists, if they follow their interests, you know. So the whole point of your channel is to prove that you can draw. Well, okay, I mean, if that is something that be careful with this, because that might not satisfy you over long run, you know. Because that is also like, why would you have to prove that to anyone? Hey, and by the way, if you talking about YouTube comments, like people having opinion on your videos, sorry, but like, do you know how many negative and opinionated comments I get over the week on my stuff? Like, especially when you do YouTube, you have to grow a thick skin, and you have to understand there is so many people out there who have, like, my football coach always used to say, opinions are like assholes, everybody has one, you know. So hey, really, like, back in the day I was like going into conversation with people, you know, like they say something and I start to go into like, okay, that's kind of like not right, you know, like, what are you talking about? But you just waste your freaking time. You just waste your time. Don't do that. Don't do that. Like, because think about it, the bigger you get, the more comments you get like this. And then like it drags you down, but that pulls you away from the purpose, which is you want to make art, you want to draw. Yeah, and also like some yeah, like okay, it sounds like you're really talking about YouTube comments. Sorry, but I thought you mean like people in your life who have a saying, but like don't give a shit about YouTube comments. Just don't. If people write positive stuff in your YouTube comments, appreciate it and be glad and thankful, and that's important because people are supporting you. Any negative stuff, just ignore it. That's the best thing you can do about negative stuff, because people who take time to write something negative and you react to it, that is satisfying their need, you know, because then they feel hurt. Just don't give it to them. Ignore it. You're welcome, no worries. Yeah. No worries. I mean, look at my drawings. They're ugly as F and nobody cares. Hey chat, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good, man. Yeah, I mean, like that's the unfortunate part of YouTube. You just have to understand that they're just like people who are constantly looking for an outlet of either way, like the bad mood and opinion and everything in their life is like annoying. Most cases they're just annoyed about themselves, and that they don't like, they are annoyed that they don't have the courage to do what you're doing, or they don't have the energy, or they don't find it to make a change in their own life. Because think about it. If somebody, like, do you think that somebody who's happy and not frustrated and like, do you think they take the time to write a negative comment on a YouTube video? Absolutely not. Hey Zach, how are you? Zach, I miss you. I miss our conversations. I hope you're doing good, buddy. I hope life is treating you well. I hope you create a lot of art. But boy, do they send me naughty stuff in your DMs. Yeah, it's because you watch porn on your other account. That's why. Corn. I mean corn. Sorry. Videos of corn. No worries, Viggy. No worries. No worries. No worries. Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. Let's get mad. Stick to the plan. Like Big Sean was singing. How I know? Well, I don't know. I just guessed. Just guessing. You're so weird sometimes, Nat. Sometimes you're so kind. You're not always weird, to be honest. Like, I'm from Berlin, you forgot. I just had a lady giving me the middle finger yesterday morning for no reason. I actually turned around, I was like, is she talking to me? But she gave me the middle finger, completely random. She was probably mid-50 or something. I hope she had a disability. Otherwise I feel offended. How do you draw a normal face? 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 Hey Trevon, how are you doing? How are you doing? Yeah, I'm having a great day. How are you, Rohan? What do you mean with normal face? Like, can you specify the question? Do you mean like not a oat face, not a almond face? You mean normal face? Are you asking about normal face? Can you draw a normal face? What is a normal face? What the? What do you mean by normal face? What face is normal to you? Yeah, draw you a normal face. Is that a normal face to you? It's happy. Very happy. See, even has the eyebrows up. What's better, a refillable ink pen or use and throw ones? Depends on the pen, to be honest, Rohan. For example, I have this fountain pen. It has like cartridges. That's cool. I'm pretty lazy, so I would say I would. The thing is also I keep, like, when these Stella pens get dry, for example, I keep them because they kind of like get gray, and then it's kind of like if you have a gray pen. So I don't know if that really answers your question. You draw like Kim Young-ji. Draw Kim Young-ji. I don't know if I can draw Kim Young-ji out of my imagination, to be honest. I don't know if I can do this. I have no clue. Don't want to insult him. I have no clue. I don't remember his face, actually. Didn't he always drew an eye on his backside? Like this. Then he was bald. Board pencil brush. What? Board pencil brush pen? Cause I look cool. Damn, the control is painful. Yes. Start with the ink pen. I'm happy that you great chat. Working away on my daily project, loving the ballpoint pen stuff. I just ordered some multi-palette. Nice. I like that. How do you draw normal? Oh, please stop with normal. Kill me. Stop it. I didn't thought that you wrote this comment. That then I wouldn't have read it out loud. uh, how do you draw so good? First of all, thank you so much for saying that. Second of all, I draw every day. It's my how I completely forgot how it's called in English. Belief system? No. How do I say if I... How do you say when you're a Christian or when you're Muslim? How do you say that? It's my job. Yeah, it's my job, but no, I want to say something cool, man. Shit. It's my what do you say? Fuck. Glaubensrichtung. What's that in English? Belief system? No. It's my calling. That also sounds cool. It's my calling. By the way, do I have a reference of a scooter on my phone? Probably. Don't remember how my scooter looked. There you go. Should study some of my scooter images. Really suck at drawing scooters. Where's this shit? Oh. That's what I was looking for. Religion, yes, damn. Thank you. Religion. Damn, I'm my brain is fried already. I apologize. Apologize for everything. I should go home. Should go home. How did I not came on religion? Jesus. Hey, I can't read your name, but thank you so much. Appreciate it. I had a very dirty joke in mind. Just drop it. Drop it. Can you teach how to draw like you? Yes, I can teach that, and I'm teaching it. Please go on my website. You can book me. Thank you for joining, Viggy. Have a good one. Did vacation draw help to get into flow state quicker? Yes, absolutely. Also, I was constantly inspired everywhere. Constantly new impulses. Just like whenever I visit a place for the first time, like it's so overly, it's so inspirational. That's the best on traveling. I feel like the most creative when I'm traveling. I've been finding the flow a lot lately with the anatomy studies you gave me. That's nice. Hello. Again, I can't read your name. I don't know. Is that Hanguk? No, it's not Hanguk. It's looks Chinese. I don't know what I haven't excommunicated yet. I don't know either. What YouTube videos? How you draw like this? I don't know. I don't know if any of my videos help you with this. What genre? Everything. I just listen to everything. It also depends on my mood, to be honest. Yeah. I am Vayu. Nice to meet you, Vayu. Where are you from? What genre are you listening to, Crying Onion? Vayu, is that... Sorry, I have to ask, is that a man name or is it a female name? Feels like it goes for both. China. Ah, nice. What area? I stayed 7 hours in Beijing at the airport. I was in China as well. I had some really good chow mein noodles. You don't want to get my street to get back. Oh, thank you, appreciate it. Shanghai, nice. Nice. Have you traveled outside of China? What did you like the most? Ah, you study abroad in the US. Nice. What do you study? Is it your first time with us? You maybe realize that I'm asking a lot of questions. I want to know everything. What are you studying? Let me guess. You study engineering. I also draw as hobby. That is nice. My live chat is way behind. Okay, that's weird. Maybe that's YouTube or something. I hope it's not my connection. That wouldn't be good. California, okay. So you study in California, you draw for hobby. Okay. Are you studying medicine? Wait, where is this one? Demoniation? I can't say that. I study econ. Econ? What is that? E-commerce? What is my artistic inspiration? People. Human beings. Human beings, people, situations. Like, humans are sometimes so weird. Weird and funny. Awkward at the same time. And when it comes to artists, Mobius, Kim Young-ji, Caravaggio, Kahlblechen. Sergio Toppi got fresh on the list. Just discovered him. He's definitely an inspiration. How about you? What artists do you like? And what do you draw? And do you want to join our Discord community? And do you want to buy this product? No, I'm just kidding. Do you want to buy this vacuum cleaner? Just for 500 bucks. You know, sometimes I wonder if people don't really realize how weird they are. Yesterday there was a lady walking into the train. It was like 10 p.m. I had a call very late, so I was very late coming home, and she was eating a sandwich, but she was eating it like ice cream, if that makes sense. So she was like literally, like she had like a sandwich with, I don't know what was there, like mayo and ham and whatnot, but she was like eating it in the most weirdest way, and I was like, how can she not realize that this is the most fucking weirdest way to eat a sandwich? It's like animation. Ah, okay. Is it 2D animation or 3D animation? Yeah, that's the thing, like, you know sandwich ice? Like where you have like a waffle and you have like two waffles, ice cream in between, and one side is with chocolate. Like, you know when you start to lick it, the in between? So, but the thing is, like, she did more of it. Like, it's just the weirdest thing, you know? You don't know this? Oh, maybe it's a German thing. You don't know sandwich ice? Wow, okay. You definitely missed out. Usually buy a packet of sandwich ice. It's like €2. There are like 8 sandwich ice in it. And what do? You sit on your couch and you eat like at least 2 to 3 until all the milk inside of the milk ice creates like a huge balloon in your stomach, and then you stop, and then you do it again on the next day until all the ice is gone. Yeah, she was literally making out with the sandwich. That's a good description. Like, but you know, like that was not only making out, you know, that was fetishizing, like having a fetish on a sandwich or something. That was like, that was the weirdest thing. And I was sitting there, you know, she walked in and I like look at her and she came in. I don't do it here, you know, but I was like, I couldn't look away. So like a D, can you explain a bit more what you mean with this? Jesus, Ned, keep these informations for yourself. What's up with you? We don't want to know too much information. That's great. You know that we are artists, like we make visual stories in our head. Hey, Lady Lorene Art, how are you? That's why you couldn't stop looking at it? Yeah, no. No. That was it. Like, it was just weird, you know? Like, I just could, like, how can she not realize that? Nah, anyways. I'm not the problem here. Don't put this on me. I'm not the problem. Am I? What kind of pen? This is Staedtler pen. Staedtler pigment liner. Are you familiar with Marco Bucci drawing the head course? I went through it, but now I'm a bit overwhelmed with all the information. I know Marco Bucci's videos a bit. I think he's really good in explaining. I think he's really, like, the way he explains is really good. Never tried any of his course material, so I can't really tell. But this is also the problem of courses sometimes. If it's too much, especially also you have to bring up a lot of discipline, you know, a lot of like self-driven energy to finish stuff. So yeah. Well, she had a lot of experience. That's why. I know. I know that would be a story that you would like. Let me get a water. Bye, chat. Thanks for being here. Have a good one. See you soon, bro. Now I'm getting hungry, talking about all the sandwich. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I'll probably just draw one more face and I'm calling it. Do you have an art community where I can send your... Yeah, we have a Discord community. Just join it. There must be a Discord button under the video. Yeah, it was nice to meet you too. Favorite artist? Mobius, Kevin G. and a lot of more. Paper size preference. It sounds like I have to fill out a visa for a country. Paper size preference. A4, A3. Yeah. And digital at least 6,000 pixels. How do you price your artwork? How do I price my artwork? The thing is, I don't sell my artwork, so I can't really answer that question. Like I'm probably like, since I don't sell any traditional work. Do I? Oh no, that's not true. I sold prints of my artwork, but I don't even know what was the price for that. Sorry, I can't really answer that question. Did music just turn off? Ba 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 ba. You're welcome. I would love to put on some different music here, but it's so unfortunate. It is so unfortunate. I'm hitting the camera, Leute. I have to move this more into the middle here. Okay. No, I'm not hitting the camera. Ba 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 ba. I'm getting hungry. I need some food. I don't even know what to eat. Dun, dun, dun. Eat the ice cream sandwich. No. Don't want to eat it. I want real food. Need some meat. Some veggies and I don't know. What did the housewife cook today? The screaming housewife, like you called yourself yesterday. Ho hi. I'm so sad. I'm very hungry, but I can't eat. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's bad. You should eat. Eating is important. Surprised how long my camera holds today. Usually it goes off, but today I guess. Hi, hi, hi. Okay, folks. I think that's enough for today. That's enough for today. Thanks everyone for joining. Yeah, I was a bit rusty in terms of streaming today. I felt a bit slow, but we are back. So next stream, next Friday, next week, same time. If you don't want to miss it, follow me on Instagram because I always do a story. Otherwise, any one of you are interested in learning perspective, we have the 14 days to better volume. Make sure to check it out. It's only 44 bucks, 49 bucks, really cheap. We also have mentorship slots open. Check it out on the website. Other than that, thanks for being here. Keep drawing, keep having fun. Don't overthink it, just do it. Enjoy your life, don't listen to other people. Eat healthy, drink a lot of water, and be safe. Okay, have a good one. Thanks for being here. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Ciao. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Have a good day. Have a good day. Bye.